would you? Right? Like
his crimping
my
technique
crimping
was off.
it just was not right. India needed it done right, and I was doing it wrong. I needed to be removed from the situation, but in the nicest, kindest way.
Right.
Because India would never tell you, like, you messed that up.
Right.
She'd be like, well, I'll just.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I love you.
We love you, India.
I love yours.
Love you, India.
We love to laugh with you. Love to laugh at you.
So I get a FaceTime from India recently, and it was late. No, I don't know when it was, but I was just like waking up, and she goes, "Yeah, I don't know. My dad's a pest eliminator. Because I don't know how your dad can handle picking up dead things. Because recently there was a dead hummingbird on my front porch, and I didn't know what to do. So I looked everywhere, and then I got some gloves, and I picked up this dead hummingbird, and it's just I can't do it. I can't do it. So then what I did is I took it and I dug a hole in front of my complex and I buried it, and then I sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I'm so down.
I'm imagining India in pajamas. And then she's sitting with these gloves on. She's like, I said, did you start at the rubato verse? And she goes, no, right at the chorus. She's right like, somewhere. There's this dead bird in the ground by herself.
That is cute. Yeah, that's cute.
That's really and then she's like, well, I was trying to find out like where the part where they sing about a bird.
Oh,
And I said, just the last verse. And she goes, I know, but I sang the whole thing. And I said, I'm sure he really appreciates it. So that's her in front of her.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant. That's cute. Oh, that's really cute.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And I think that's just like what I love is her reactions to things, positive or negative. I always look to you to see your reaction.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't hide how you feel, which is a great quality as your friend. It's like we don't have to ever worry about where we stand with you. We know, and we know that we're so loved and supported. But it's just hilarious.
We also love to know exactly the amount of money you think is appropriate to spend on anything. Who decided that a box of cookies is gonna be $10? These cookies are $10. You know what you can buy with $10? A lot of stuff.
The breakdown.
It's really good.
That is
the accounting.
Coffees.
That is that's 3 coffees.
It is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you posted on your story
That is
like
2
that little
coffees
green
and a
coffee
bacon,
cup
egg,
from
and
New York,
cheese.
and you were like, what?
That is
For
exactly.
$5 at a sit-down restaurant, imagine like somebody brings out the paper, the blue and white
Cup from like a bodega.
at a bodega in New York City with tea in it for $5. That's what happened to me the other day.
Art imitates
She
life.
said, I need to put
art.
it on my story.
$2.50 at most, but not at a fancy restaurant.
Wait, but how much was the bacon, egg, and cheese?
I have yet to have a decent one. I found one at Einstein's, which is a chain. So
Yeah, but don't they use egg that they like put in like a press? They say here's your egg.
maybe. But
Yeah, that was very.
all the real bacon, egg, and cheeses out here.
Egg in the press. Your hands are killing me. Pass the smell.
But all the other bacon, egg, and cheeses are just stale bread, and then they throw arugula in there, and tomatoes and a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to be in there, and then sells them for $600.
If you can't get the basics right, don't go for that.
It's supposed to be $3.50.
That's it.
The ingredients are in the name.
way.
Bacon,
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
and
I don't want arugula.
It's not. Bacon, egg, and cheese, and arugula.
Don't give me Roma tomatoes.
Why?
Bacon,
Egg.
And cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Where's arugula?
Not sourdough bread. That's some shit. Rolled in foil.
Oh.
Alright, is it that time? Did the milk?
I was looking around. I was like, last one.
Mother took care of it. Done.
Maybe you guys should tell us one more
What do you expect? What do you expect? Your mom and your papa are here. What do you expect?
Oh, no.
Just tell her thank you.
What?
The millennial silence.
Thank you so much.
That's very, very.
Oh, that is very sweet.
What happened? We just realized that mom and dad were not the same person.
You all weren't supposed to know.
Well, we were about to start like, okay, where's the check? Let's like, we gotta organize. Like,
I can't stand that. Like, you just sitting around talking and waiting for the check and it's not coming.
No, I was start wondering then how are we gonna pay?
That's very sweet.
thank you so much.
We're so happy we're born. We have KBC to thank.
Yes. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
You gave birth today.
That's
You want to hear a fun fact?
Yes.
Yes.
I wonder if everybody's birthday doesn't fall on the same day. Mine and India's birthday always falls on the same day of the week. Isn't that a fun fact?
Yeah, because normally move every year.
What day was she born?
And normally,
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, well, she hadn't been born on. I was born on a Sunday,
Okay.
but every year, like this year, my birthday fell on a Monday. Her birthday's on a Monday. Every birthday is the same day of the week.
Yeah.
You know what? I think she was born on a Sunday. Shut up, India. She always laughs.
She's like, let you
No, I
figure
think
this
she
out.
was born on a Sunday. As a matter of fact, you can go to the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go to the calendar.
I got it.
July 11th, 1993.
1993.
You get a Tuesday birthday.
No, I'll Google it right now.
I think it was a Sunday. Because I remember a bright sun, and it was like at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it was about 10 o'clock in the morning because I went into labor that night.
How long were you?
1993. I was in, it was overnight, so it must have been.
wow, why you did that to your mom overnight?
No. It was Sunday.
So from the start.
It was not.
Same day,
As a
yeah.
matter of fact, when I got there, they asked me if I wanted to have an epidural. And I didn't know what an epidural, I heard of it, but I didn't really know what it was. So I'm like, well, what is an epidural? And then they're telling me, well, it'll help with the labor. Now, mind you, I go in at around 12 o'clock at night, and I'm there all until about maybe 5, 6 o'clock. And they're telling me about labor, and I'm like, well, when does the labor happen? Because I'm not really feeling anything that is tantamount to what other people talk about labor. So I said to the nurse, I said, well, okay, well, do I have to sign anything? She said, yeah. I said, well, I got to read this first because I don't know what an epidural is. So I'm reading, and it's like mounds of paper, you know, legal document to read. So I'm reading it, and then I'm asking her about the risk. In the meantime, I'm dilating. That means that, you know, the canal is widening. So as I'm reading. Next thing I know, the lady's telling me, well, you know what? You really can't get an epidural now because legally you have dilated to a point where they can't do it. So I'm like, well, what was the point of an epidural? I mean, if there's a legal limit, I just have to have this baby without it. I guess I'm not having an epidural.
But you didn't have so much pain.
I never came. It was a wonderful birth.
Wow, India, we're proud of you, girl. We're proud of you.
Oh, but here's the thing. For all of you ladies that don't have no babies yet, and all you
Come
men,
on, open your head.
all you men who are gonna have ladies that don't have babies yet, carrot juice.
Carrot juice.
Like 3 months before,
It's all out.
carrot juice.
Drink a lot of carrot juice.
That baby comes out so beautiful, the skin, everything.
We know your secret.
No,
The carrot juice.
no little slime or nothing like that.
Carrot juice.
Beautiful.
Beta carrot.
And then probably your label will be perfect.
You better start writing.
I'm already on it.
And I know you're gonna remember that.
There's 3 days.
Diluted in water.
Just in like some V8 real quick. Just like V8. Let's go.
Nice big splash. Born in the vodka top.
It is information. I love her.
Wait, that's weird. Like, I want other people to look this up.
I mean, you didn't cause your pain. You didn't cause your pain, so you were selfish. That's good.
Since the very beginning.
Okay. So the question was asked how Indy and I met. Sorry. Monologue time. And so we met on this wonderful, great short film. Yeah, we shot this film together, and it was an all-night shoot at Marina Del Rey or something on the water. These students who went to USC or USC rented out this little shack. It was like a food shack or whatever, and there's a piano in there, and so Angel's like this aspiring singer, songwriter in it, and I'm her brother that is also a writer, and we like write this next big thing for her. And we filmed this entire film. Well, I'm jumping. So we went and we filmed this thing. It was extremely cold. This entire night, so we were like bundled up, and we had just met like a couple days before, and like the whole night we were like huddled up against each other like on this little bench, because like they were like moving around, so we were just like so cold, falling asleep in the middle of the night, and there was all these like really weird things that were happening in the film. It's supposed to be like thunderstorming, and so there's this part in the script that we're supposed to like hear this big like thunder shock, and it's supposed to like rattle the entire like building, but
They added the sound in post.
they added the sound in post, so we didn't know what it sounded like or anything, so we just had to imagine it. But they imagined it much bigger than what we had acted it. So we watch it back and we're just like, oh.
But then like our lines of sight were like,
We're
that was so
completely off. I'm looking one direction, she's looking a completely different direction, but we're sitting next to each other and supposed to be looking at the same thing. And so yeah, we made it happen.
Yeah.
We made it happen, and then we found out like a couple days later that none of the audio worked. And so they had to bring us in to do what's called ADR to basically match what we said on their final picture cut. And so we went in at separate times and did that, and then when they sent us the film, the words don't actually match up with what we're saying or like the emotion that we're saying. And so every year since, that was what, like maybe eight years ago?
No.
7, 8
Sooner
years?
than that. It was within the past 4 years.
No, we've been inside for 2 years.
Then it was definitely 2 years before that.
It had to be more than that. It was long. I feel like it was much longer. But the point is, every year since, on kind of like the anniversary date or the time of year of that, I send her the same clip in the text message. The same clip. Do you have? Yeah. You want to pull it up so everybody can see it? And hopefully you can see what I send her, and I'm like, happy anniversary, and she's like, oh God. So she's like, stop sending this to me.
Oh my God.
Is the volume up? How do you do it? Where's the? Oh, it's up. Okay. We'll show it twice. We'll show this in.
Following them and following when India got to LaGuardia, Gabby got there, but it was like we was missing a lot of shows because you were graduating, but we did get to see a lot of your shows. But everybody, India was a natural. He was the star.
Nobody meant to her.
I mean, people should remember her. Yeah. And then when you went to UCLA, and then you came over here and you started doing good and meeting people, and you know, and you're doing it, you know, and we're so happy to be.
Oh, before that, before she
around
left.
your friends yesterday and today. We're so proud of you, and we're proud of your parents because they've been there every step of the way. Because we've been there every step of the way. When you guys get those kids, you're gonna follow them everywhere and every step. And we're so proud of you, and that's how we see her.
That's how we see her like. I still see her like a little girl. Others she's a grown woman, but to us she's like.
Wait. My husband.
Oh, I always be her fan.
He's her fan.
Yeah.
Like when I'm looking for him, when I'm looking for him, this guy is on the stage.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh,
and
did I tell you
that's
that?
the same for India. He's
No,
crazy about
we
it.
always.
Like he likes Sade.
Pointless.
Tony
But the point
Braxton.
is that we
And
love
India, I got it.
Gabby Morris, Gabby.